wow, oh my God, you guys, there is this possum passing by on the top of the wall, and it had its baby on the back. I'm gonna look up possum. So that's kind of how I've been living my life. It's like, as much as I've been in observation, I don't think anything is a coincidence. I just decided, you know what, I've been sitting on this idea for too long. I'm gonna just do this video. I'm just gonna start this channel. And even though I already had this channel, I'm just really excited to try something new. I'm no longer gonna just have a hunch and let it be a hunch. I'm gonna allow myself to follow through with it. So yeah, I'm here and I'm about to take off with posting some more videos on just my reflections, about spirituality, astrology. I mean, really, astrology is spirituality. Different reflections about nature, music, because I am a musician. And I'm kind of in this like really weird transformation phase of, switching brands, if you want to say, switching my career, and switching my way of life, because, you could try the same thing over and over. Like, legit, I did for 14 years. Tried the corporate office route. It just wasn't working for me. It was working against my soul. And yeah, even though this place that I'm in now is not that easy, but it's like something beautifully feels really good about being here. And when I first moved to this apartment, there was a lot of it that I didn't like, but I realized it wasn't really the apartment that I didn't like. It was just like where I was at within myself. I kind of felt really stagnant. And, to the right of me, it's like there's this big wall that blocks a majority of the sunlight. But it's funny when people, as I started developing my space and taking care of it in this transformation phase, it's like people, when they would come and visit, they're like, oh, your place is so peaceful. Oh, your place is like, so like relaxing. Can I take a nap? And I'm like, okay, sure, yeah. But that's nothing new in general. I've definitely had a very healing vibe. I've told people that, I don't know why, but people just open up to me about stuff. And I'm embracing that. So, I've had some friends tell me, oh, I like listening to your voice notes, or I like listening to your audio notes, or I love hearing your voice. It soothes me. And so why not? Why not share it with the world? And so I'm on here doing this video. I think I'm definitely going to share some pretty cool parts of my life and my experience. And wow, oh my God, you guys, there is this possum passing by on the top of the wall, and it had its baby on the back. I'm gonna look up possum. So that's kind of how I've been living my life. It's like, as much as I've been in observation, I don't think anything is a coincidence. I really don't believe in that, because my name, Allah, means sign of God or favor of God. And so everything that I've seen in my life, I really do believe it's a sign from the divine. So me doing this video and that possum with the baby passing by on the wall that I had seen as a burden, man, check it in the next video. I'm gonna definitely share what I find out about that, because I just think really like the divine has a beautiful way of showing us things if we pay attention. And so, I was overthinking, I've been learning about like Gemini, I've been learning about astrology, I've been learning about the double-mindedness or the polarities, if you want to say, of a Gemini. And really kind of having a more compassionate outlook on myself, how understanding myself has really allowed me to get through a lot of things, a lot of challenges in my life. So yeah, this YouTube video, it is kind of like random and sporadic, but I'm just on here to say I am really excited to finally get some videos going, and you know, I'm excited to share. I'm excited to just be. And yeah, one of my friends was telling me, what happened to your podcast? So if any of you know, I had started a podcast called Sun and Sky, and I kind of took a pause because I was doing the most. I really was trying to force myself to fast forward through this transformation stage of like, oh, I'm not this, then I have to be that. But like, what about the place in between? That's also a thing that needs time. Because if you could be in something for 14 years and then you want to be in something else for another long chunk of time, what about that time in between? It's really important. It's kind of like, I would say the best example that I can think of is, you know, when you travel and you go to the airport, you have a long plane ride. You don't want to eat airport food, especially if it's not like a known brand. And I'm not really pro Starbucks, but you know, I try to eat very light when I travel, because when you're preparing for something long, that time frame of you waiting in the airport is potent. It's very potent. You could eat something from the airport and that'll mess up your whole trip. It's like a domino effect. And so, you know, you might eat something that doesn't sit well with your stomach, and you sit on the plane ride. You can't even enjoy the plane ride. You were supposed to work on something, listen to an audiobook, talk to random, you know, travel strangers and learn something new. That's not gonna happen because you decided to be convenient and comfortable in that little but very potent stage of your wait time at the airport. So I've learned my lessons. I've had my fair share of experiences. And so I think that what I'm realizing about this chapter is I can't fast forward through the transition phase. I can't rush it. I also need to cherish it. Even if it looks like a wall that's blocking the sunlight, there might be something right on top of that wall that I need to see. And so I hope whatever I shared resonated, or even if you just enjoyed listening to my voice, I hope it could be of benefit in some shape or form. But I'm gonna head out, and yeah, thank you for listening, and thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you want to hear more, but I'm definitely gonna share more about the possum and the baby on the back of the possum, because that was just, yeah, like even before I close out, most people put a really negative context about possums, like, ugh, possum, ugh, rat, ugh, ferret. And I'm like, how can you say, ugh, about something that was created? How can you say, ugh, about something that was so perfectly created with some amazing wisdom behind it? It's part of an ecosystem that affects us. And so even when it doesn't look like the way that you want it to look like, it's still gonna be of benefit. So even the discomfort of a transition stage, just know there's benefit in that too. And that's what I'm coming to learn. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop. Okay, peace.